Hi, this is David Davis from Actual Tech Media. I'm here at Microsoft Ignite 2017 in Orlando, Florida, and I'm excited to be joined by Mr. Craig Nunes. He's the Vice President of Marketing at Datrium. How you doing, Craig?
I am doing great.
Thanks for joining us, and welcome to Microsoft Ignite. How's the show going for you?
It's been amazing. We probably set a record day yesterday and people through the booth, and we're just off of VMworld, and we might have had more people through our booth yesterday than any single day at VMworld. So wow, blew us away. Awesome.
Excellent. Congratulations. So I know a lot of people out there in enterprise technology, they might not have heard of Datrium before. You guys are relatively new. I don't know if that's a fair statement or not, but for those out there who haven't heard of Datrium, why don't you tell us a little bit about what Datrium is and how it helps the enterprise?
Absolutely. So if you haven't heard of Datrium, I've got a treat for you, because what we do is we converge virtualized hosts. So we support VMware, Red Hat RHEL, KVM, CentOS. We'll even do bare metal Docker containers on those hosts. We converge those with primary storage, so flash and hosts, and integrated backup, so it's kind of one easy system, and we'll even provide you archive to cloud. So one system for the virtualization engineer, the software developer, the DBA, to handle everything end-to-end that they need. And the whole approach of it is to drive incredible performance, because your apps live in local flash on your host, but to save you a ton of time and just kind of fundamentally make the tedious management of infrastructure just go away.
Okay, that sounds really appealing. I mean, when I was a virtualization admin, we had to buy storage just for the virtual infrastructure. We had to learn storage. Yep. We could only put so many VMs on certain LUNs, and then we had to find a virtualization backup solution to back up the virtual infrastructure. So it sounds like you guys are essentially solving all those problems in one product. Is that a fair statement?
Absolutely. So we're here talking predominantly to SQL DBAs. And our message to those guys is, look, if you need performance, we're going to run your database in Flash on the host. It's going to scream. You're going to love it. If you want to add more performance to your environment, add a host. There's no bottlenecks through array controllers and that kind of thing. And all of your management is going to be handled right at the VM level, no LUNs, no files, none of that stuff. And it's literally right-click and deploy. You don't need to, figure your LUN situation out and figure out the performance implications, which disks, like that is just gone forever. The other thing that we offer our DBAs is license cost help, right? When you virtualize and run your database instances in Flash, you're going to get away with far fewer cores. That's going to save you a lot of cash, and so that is a big deal. And Flash on the host is an integral part of that. And we've even got a few tricks when you go to buy your hosts. In fact, I should have mentioned, Datrium works with your own servers, or you can purchase, we call them compute nodes from us. But with Flash on your host, running database with screaming performance, you simply don't need to buy servers with as many cores. And we've got a nice little recipe for DBAs to maximize that if they're out buying their own. The last thing I would say is, when it comes to data protection, I know a lot of folks who the toughest part about protecting your data and getting it back fast is the workflow with other teams involved in backup. And we have all of that built right into the system for the DBA. And so it's as simple as a snap locally or remotely, or a snap to AWS, and it's done. In fact, for the developers out there, those snaps or clones are shared immediately, no copying around your network. So development goes faster, higher quality, QA happens. It's a breeze with this capability. It's a whole package for the DBAs, and we're here trying to get that message out to them.
Excellent, excellent. So for companies out there who maybe have an aging storage area network that needs replacement, they need more performance, they need more capacity, can you kind of tell us what would it be like, or how would they move to Datrium? What's
Absolutely.
the process?
Yeah. So first of all, a lot of our customers are, they're kind of looking at that. Do I refresh my existing SAN, or do I, kind of take a pause and kind of look at what's out there? And for a lot of folks, it's clear in a flash world, the bottleneck on the storage controllers is a big issue, and managing LUNs, I think folks would love an alternative. Yeah. And there are options out there, and a lot of options that people immediately consider are hyper-converged ones, because you do get scale-out performance, you get away from that LUN management. But what folks will quickly find with a hyper-converged approach is because storage is in every single host, a server is a storage node, and you lose a couple of servers and your cluster goes away and you've got a lot of unhappy users. And we've taken a very different approach. We removed durable storage from those nodes. We put it out, in a shared data node on the network. And that means that your host can scale without any kind of performance overhead, network overhead. They can fail, and you don't lose access to your data. And so we've got this very scalable approach, a modern take on convergence, that folks who feel like they've been stranded in the enterprise or at service providers by kind of these modern options now have a way to go. Scale capacity and performance independently, cost effectively, get all the benefits you were thinking about when you first looked at hyper-converged, manage at the VM level, get away from the your controller bottlenecks. You've got that in this platform, and when people take a look at it, they can't believe it, and the very next step is a demo to prove it's real and go from there.
Awesome. It sounds like the best of both worlds, really, between traditional storage area networks and then moving to hyper-convergence. So you guys have solved all the problems that are the negatives on each side, really, and you just have a long list of positives, I guess, to share.
Exactly. and a long list of happy customers, and we're happy to connect folks, kicking the tires here with those guys who'll kind of give them the real scoop.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time today, Craig. If you're at Ignite, make sure you come by the booth, check it out. If not, visit datrium.com.
Absolutely. Thank you. See you, David.
Thank you.